Hello students, welcome back to my channel Concept Tech 2018. I am Dr. Sunanda Manke and this video is a part of the series on online electronics laboratory, and in this part we'll discuss the lab exercises on flip-flops. The assignment includes the verification of truth table of all the flip-flops, that is SR, D, JK and T flip-flop. This is the experimental setup where this is the trainer kit for the flip-flops, and this is the general purpose kit on which this trainer kit is mounted. The DC supply to the trainer kit is connected from these points. Then we have the clock input which is required in the flip-flops is given through these points. In the clock input we have two options. One option is the clock pulse generated by this switch, and another option is 1 Hz clock or 1 kilohertz clock that can be given from these 2 points. Then we have input switches through which input data is applied, that is 0 and 1 is applied using these switches. You can observe high and low position of the switch. So with the help of this switch we can apply input to the flip-flops, and the output of the flip-flops is observed on these LEDs. So we connect the output to the input of the LED driver IC and output is observed on these LEDs. This is the trainer kit used for the flip-flops, where we have this T flip-flop which is basically implemented using JK flip-flop. When we short J and K both the inputs, then it becomes T flip-flop. In this trainer kit we have two JK flip-flops here, so we can do the experiment on JK as well as T flip-flop. Then this is the SR flip-flop which is implemented using NAND latch here, and then lastly we have this D flip-flop here. So all 4 flip-flops experiment will be done on this trainer kit. Let's do the experiment on T flip-flop, and for T flip-flop we are using the same IC 7476 again. The input T is applied to pin number 7 and it is shorted to pin number 16. So when J and K both are shorted, the JK flip-flop becomes T flip-flop. So we'll short these two input. We'll connect just a single switch to pin number 7. Clock as before is internally connected here. Then we have set and reset input. We'll connect switches to port 8 and port 28. Output Q1 and Q1 bar will be connected to LED driver so that we can observe the output on LEDs. And this is the truth table here. For set equals to 1, output is set. For reset equal to 1, output is reset, that is it becomes 0. When clock is 0, output is no change. When clock is 1, if the T input is 0, condition is no change, and if the T input is 1, condition is toggle. So we'll verify this truth table by changing SR, clock and T value using switches, and we'll observe the working of T flip-flop. Let's do the experiment. Let's do the experiment of T flip-flop. In this case also we'll use JK flip-flop, and we'll simply short both the inputs of JK flip-flop, and that will become T input, right? This is the Q connected to the LED driver and Q bar. So we have to observe the output on LEDs. These are the S and R inputs. You can observe here R input and S input connected to switches, right? You can observe the output response for inputs. Output is low, right? So when reset is low, output is low. When set is low, output is high. Reset, low output. Set, high output. You have to observe the LEDs at the other end of the screen, and this is the T input, right? So T input can have two values, 0 and 1. Right now the value is 0. So even if I apply clock pulse here, output will not change. 0 is no change. When I switch it on, the output will toggle between 0 and 1. You can see Q is low, high, low, high. Q bar also is changing low, high, low, high. Let's make T low again. Now no change condition, there is no change in the output. Output retains the value, and when T is high, output toggles between 0 and 1. For each clock pulse, it complements the previous value, toggling 0, 1, 0, 1, right? This is how T flip-flop works. I hope you have understood how T flip-flop works. in no change and toggle condition. Thank you.